Greg Zerline out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They send the tight end in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. Completed to Collins. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Here's a throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Go!
Jumps in up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Give now to the running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go. Let's go alpha right here. All right.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go.
Running back sent in motion left. Able to get it to Edwards. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it.
Here we go.
They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Trying it left side with Edwards. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Don't jump.
Sticking with Edwards here. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, son.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right.
Fields now on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Alpha, 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 alpha. It's all right.
Another throw for Fields. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready? Corey, 70. Let go.
They'll try and throw it here. Collins there to grab it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 from the 41.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready? Ready?
He'll throw it. Finding Collins. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
99 Broncos. Tight. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
From the 46. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin.
Here we go.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Set. Viking 18. Check. Panther. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Set.
Another carry for him. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go now. Hey. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game.
Go. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60.
This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here's 2nd and 5. Hits his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set, go.
Throwing off the play fake here. It's caught right side by Johnson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Set up.
We send a man in motion.
Set, go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. And that's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Collins, the receiver, in motion left. They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Sending a receiver left. 2nd and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready. 70 ring. 70 ring. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Collins got it left side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Set. 65.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Buccaneers with a big decision to make here.
Ready.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Pass for 11. Pass for 11. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Pass play now. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Sit high.
On first and 10, it's Fields. That one's complete, right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Extend. Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Edwards on a shotgun handoff. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go. All right.
First down from the red zone. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets earn the chance to tie before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Got it. Ready?
And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Last thing, 19. Set. Track 60. Get up.
Out of the gun, he'll look to throw. Gets it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Motion man left is Johnson. Throwing from the gun here. Flush down out to his left. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
18, right here. 18, right. 18, right.
Slot receiver headed left.
Go.
From the 39. Completed to Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Set go.
From the red zone now. Finds a man, right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Go. Warriors 70. Tight. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Hey, carry. It's all right.
Now a give to Edwards, running left. It's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Here we go. Is that all right?
Play action, Fields. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tonight.
Now trying the right side with Edwards. He's contained at the line for no gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Taylor makes the catch. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. And this one doesn't go far. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Come on, set. 70 range, 70 range. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They're throwing it. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Brought in right side. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Jump off caught by his back. He's got a gain of 6 there. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. Left thing 19. Track 60. Ready.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Connects with Johnson. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
On the ready.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready.
They've got a man in motion.
Set.
Throwing it again here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Man in motion here.
Go.
First down throw for Fields. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Delta. Easy. Here we go.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
Here we go, son. Delta.
They motion the slot man right.
Right.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Here we go. Good. Delta. Right.
From the 36. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Sit high.
Off play action, it's Fields. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4.
Monday. Here we go. Hey, can. Tonight.
He's back to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Okay, ready.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates.
Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, check it. Here we go. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And this one does not go far. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set. Trap 60, trap 60.
He's going to throw this one. This complete to Colt. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go now.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finding Collins. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
18 rapid. Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
2nd and 4. He's got it at the 5. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own,
Don't jump.
and
Ready?
you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Go.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This is reeled in by Edwards.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, side.
Fields out of the gun. Forced out to his right. Wow, all the way across the field, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Come on, set.
On first down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
19 tight. 19 tight. Set it.
Back to throw. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Buccaneers moments away from win number 12. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Ready? Mustang 19. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Ready? Track at 60. Buffalo 18. Check go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Buccaneers winners, as we say so long from New York.